Well, hello guys on YouTube today. I want to talk to you guys about some safety with your outdoor apparel equipment today. Well, let's talk about some of the safety equipment you should use and what you should not use. Again, here is my long sleeve hoodie. Here is steel-toed pair of shoes or like boots. There's a long pair of socks, some gloves, some eye protection, and own pairs of gloves, and also my machine. Again, here is another pair of these are sandals. These are open-toed sandals. These are the pair of sandals you should not wear. You should be wearing something like these. And again, in this video, I also, with all this safety in mind, want to talk about the TrueFuel technology. Why should you need to read the instructions on this bottle or this can? Well, it's important for you can understand how this stuff works. This stuff is highly flammable. It can be quite dangerous. If you turn on and accidentally spill this on the machine, wipe it up right away. Do not try to start the machine with the spilt shoe on it, and stuff like that. Well, here is my machine. This is Mountain Hemlight. This is a 2007. I had it for 6 years. Still runs great. Still runs nice. I still gotta do some adjustment and tinkering with it. Again, hoodie, long sleeve hoodie, long socks, gloves, eye protection, gloves, steel-toed shoes. Do not oil shoes, sandals. Do not oil open-toed sandals. You should always oil high-quality steel-toed shoes, boots, whatever you're going to be using. Again, on this straight shaft model heel, this is not an edgel. This is not a trommel. This is only a trommel. This cuts down grass, is high. You normally start up then start down on low. Again, this cannot use blades. Again, for this machine, because it will kick back on you, and then you can cut through your shoes if you're not wearing the proper shoes. This is a two-cycled engine. This is again a Hemlight. It kind of works and kind of doesn't, but it's okay. But I'm doing more stuff with this. Well, the reason why I need to oil all this equipment when I'm using this machine, when I'm going out whacking weeds in my shorts, or shorts like you normally oil, that's another pair of do not things to oil when you're cutting weeds with your weed whacker. I found out I am highly allergic to poison ivy, and I need to oil gloves. I need to oil socks, long socks. I need to oil long pants, long sleeve shirts. So when I'm doing any weed whacking, I just get very allergic to poison ivy very easily. Let's get back talking about safety in mind. Safety how to use your equipment. You should always, again, you should always read your manual. Your manual comes with your machine. And I mean, this guy is pretty decent shape for 6 years old. I keep him nice and cleaned up. Starts fine with this stuff. I no longer use ethanol in my machines anymore, for I don't have any more breakdowns. Again, some of this stuff you guys seen before. Again, this is has a Zambra carburetor on it. That's also what was wrong with this machine. Carburetor went bad, but this one here we cannot use blades or any type of blades to cut down anything. This is just a crash drill. You want to be safe when you're using your equipment. Don't cheat yourself on wearing sandals or wearing shorts or. I mean, these are available. Read your manual. Make sure you are going to be using the right equipment for your machine. Now let's talk about these two gloves. Now these are both gloves. That's the leather pill gloves. These are the standard work gloves. These are home gloves. An important thing I want to address: safety glasses and also air protection. That's the only thing I don't have down on the table. But again, eye protection, air protection, because this machine is going to be loud when you first start it or when you first use it. It's going to be a little bit loud for your ears. I'd recommend get some air protection and some safety stuff. Let's talk about long socks. Not those little itty bitty short socks. Long socks, long pants, and long sleeve shirts, steel-toed shoes. This is all the proper equipment for me to use here at home, versus if you're going to be trimming for a long time. Do not use open sandal shoes or open flip-flop shoes or anything like that, because when this cuts down weeds, or cuts down anything like weeds, it will kick back. This thing is, like I said, this is a direct drive machine. This has no clutch to it. That's the one thing I dislike about this model. It's not a very safe unit to use, but it's safe enough if you properly know how to use it. Now, again, I did replace some parts on this machine. I replaced the gas lines, the gas filter, the air filter, the spark plug, and one's as great like she did when I bought her brand new. And I also cleaned out the tank. But the reason why you want to make sure when you always use a machine, check to make sure your spark plug has spark. Check the screw lines to make sure they're not brittle and cracked. Check the screw filter. Check the air filter. Check your line down below here. This is called an ugly head line. Ugly head trimming. This is what's sitting over here. Check all the maintaining your equipment. Make sure your shaft is not bent. Make sure your shaft is completely straight. If you have a shaft that's completely bent, your machine is not going to work. All it's going to do is just like vibrate. Okay, that's again not a good thing. Inside of here, it's just a spring. It goes from here to the engine, all the way down to the head, all the way to the head of it out. Again, the reason why this is not a clutch model, because they are so cheap to make a clutch model. I was kind of disappointed, as I really am like. And one thing is, guys, is this machine is a lot different than most machines. When you don't see this thing's going to start, again, it's going to be a cold start anyways, because it's not going to have the time to warm up. Again, it will have the time to warm up. When it warms up, you can easily start it. But the only biggest problem with trying to start this when it's warm, it sometimes doesn't want to start. That's why you have to let the machine completely cool down, then try to start it and see if she will start to work. Now, on these stickers on what the machine says, it says caution. If you drop it, you should stay about. It said you should stay about 50 feet or 15 meters. It also tells you, it says no blades. Read manual. It has a picture of a guy's head with ear protection and eye protection on it. That's important because you want to keep your eyes, because you only got one pair of eyes and one pair of ears. You want to protect those two from the loud noises of this machine. It's pretty loud. I mean, it sounds nice and smooth when you're using the Truefill gas oil mix seal. And again, the all important thing, oil mix. This machine cannot run without oil. Don't put gasoline in it and think it's going to run. You have to mix your oil, because this is an oil gas mix. If you ever do that, you blow up your engine. Then you're kind of screwed. Oh, don't have a trim one out. Now, again, the own safety and the own safety thing is your gold. You need to check your gold all the time to see if your gold is still in good condition, or if your gold is broken. You should replace that once a year or whenever. You should check your line. You should check to see what your machine is trying to tell you. And don't get frustrated if you don't know. Go back to the manual, see if you can troubleshoot what's going on in your machine. Alright, let's talk about the right type of shoes here. These are called steel-toed boots. These have steel inside the tops of the shoes, and I do wear these when I am doing my yard equipment. Again, that's what I recommend using. And let's talk about not the proper shoes to wear. The non-proper shoes is flip-flops, sandals, Crocs, open-toed shoes. Like this is an open-toed sandal. It has a sole of a shoe, but it has straps on it. I do not recommend using those. I always recommend wearing some heavier shoe with steel toes. And so let's talk about long sleeves. Well, long sleeves for me, I have to wear a long sleeve shirt outside. If I don't want to wear a long sleeve, sometimes I use a short sleeve, but I end up getting poison ivy that way. But long sleeves, like a long hoodie, it doesn't have to be a hoodie, it can be a long shirt, it could be something that has long sleeves on. Let's talk about long socks. Again, I must have to wear long socks when I am cutting grass or doing anything with the yard outside. And let's talk about gloves. Here we have two types of gloves. These are level gloves here. These are good. They work. But again, the only problem is with gloves is they're going to be hard to start your machine. And again, I normally don't wear these gloves. Again, I should wear gloves. I also protect myself from getting stuff. Let's go to these pairs of gloves. These are a bit more tighter than those gloves. These are nice and snug. These go around your whole skin, or around your whole wrist a lot tighter than the standard arm gloves I have though. Again, I can use these for here or like. Again, they're very nice. They're Velcro strips. Again, make sure you have enough reach, or gotta feel the handle to see if the handle's dial. And again, thing is eye protection. And eye protection and also ear protection versus when you're using your machine. And yes, these are pretty good gloves so far, better than these ones. Again, like I said, gloves, eye protection, all sorts of good types of safety you want to be involved with your machines. Now, these are like sport gloves, but they're not really work gloves. Again, you work with them. You work with them at home, or you work with them. Again, the only thing I don't have, ear protection. That's also a thing you might want to make sure, and also get a get a real good eye protection, glasses and stuff like that. Safety is important because if you don't feel comfortable with using gas powered equipment, don't use it. If you don't know how to use it, or if you don't understand the safety involved with any gas powered or gas trimmer weed eater or electric trimmers and stuff like that. Again, here's the one thing is important to have. Again, is oil and gas and oil mix fluid for your machine. And this machine takes a 50-to-1 mix. Do not put straight gas in your machine. You put straight gas in your machine and you go start it on, but you end up blowing out your gas. You'll be blowing out your engine. Then you're kind of out of grass trimmer though, guys. But again, leave a comment below if you want any more information about this machine and what the equipment I use, stuff like that. So subscribe to my channel, like my video, please share this video with all your own YouTubers out there, guys. Alright, peace out, bye guys, see you in the next vlog.